Alright guys, welcome to another episode of our Road to Completion for Lara Croft and the Guardian of Blight. My name is XONEVANT.
And I'm Normouse03.
And we're going to be taking you through the Fiery Depths, one of our favorite chapters in the whole game.
This chapter is terrible.
It is something else, man. We found a lot of glitches on this board, by the way, too. So hopefully you guys have a non-glitched run on your particular game. But we found a lot of glitches. You'll see a lot of them in this particular run right here. But let's go ahead and pick up our first thing. It's going to be our Red Skull number 1. Not too bad. You just want to basically throw some spears down for Lara. She's going to time her jump so that she avoids the fire. And then you can actually see it in the kind of the top of the screen right there. So you're just trying to make it up that way and pick it up. Not too difficult. I think right there she didn't jump because sometimes if you jump with those flames around you, you could possibly die. I think you were just a little bit nervous right there, like, should I jump or not?
And I don't know.
Because the fire is crazy. And then we'll go ahead and pick up this ammo upgrade.
So you have to be real careful here. There are some invisible walls toward the sort of inside, back toward the wall, on those little statues or pillars or things that you're jumping on. So you want to try to make sure that you're jumping on the outside. Yeah.
There's a lot of imaginary walls in this game when you think about it, where you'll be jumping and all of a sudden you'll hit something that you don't know what's going on, and then you'll just die. And it's very prevalent in this level.
And right here is a good example of it. Like, you see he's got his spear there, the last one that I'm going to jump to. Sometimes when you go to jump over, you'll just hit an invisible wall and fall into the lava and die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
that sucks.
It's just something that you have to, I guess, deal with.
Mm-hmm. You'll get used to it too, where kind of the invisible walls are, and you'll be able to avoid them too. All right, now we're gonna get and hit up this challenge room. Basically, one of you just needs to pull the lever, and it takes away that barrier of fire. Was that fire or a barrier? I don't even know, but it takes it away. You're able to go through. This room is pretty much, you just work it in like a circular format, I guess. There's three of these boulders you have to put inside of these little placeholders, if you will, and then the column in the center will come down, and then you can jump across and pick up the mask.
And my boulders like to roll out.
Yeah. For whatever reason, when I'm looking at when I'm looking at the game, because this is obviously my footage right here that you guys are looking at. Anytime she's pushing like a boulder or anything that's circular, man, she's all over the place. On her screen, it may look different, but on my screen, it looks like she's not got it in the hole. Sometimes she does. It's weird, this game, man, when you look at it from different perspectives.
Right, and it definitely sometimes he calls them glitches, but sometimes it's just lag.
Yeah.
That like the fire on my screen isn't in the exact same place as the fire on his screen, and so you know, one or the other of us will die, and for seemingly no reason at all.
Now this is actually a challenge right here where you have to pick up you have to land on all 6 of those spider tiles. In the process, you basically just want to go in one continuous motion, and in the process you're going to pick up the red skull. And then on your second pass, you can pick up the ammo upgrade. The health upgrade. Sometimes you can beat that flame right there, and sometimes you can't. And I just did a little cut right there so we could keep the flow going. But you're going to pick up all 3 of those in that particular area right there.
And then you just have some traversal.
Yep, more traversal. There's a lot of that in this game.
A lot of precise jumping across little platforms and avoiding fire and lava and death in this level.
Yeah, now we're going to pick up 2 red skulls right here. That's going to take care of red skull number 3 and 4. And then we're going to move on again and pick up the weapon right there in the center on the altar. It's the chain gun. It's going to take out this enemy first. Remember, you still got one player collecting points as much as possible so you can do your points challenge. And then we're going to be moving on to the next red skull and ammo upgrade. Got to get through this traversal section first.
Yes.
This is a place you've probably died here before if you've played at least once. It's a pretty little crazy area. And let's tell them a little bit about this war room right quick.
So this room, basically there are a bunch of enemies and there's fire at the exit, and you can't get out of the room until you kill all the enemies. So
it's a forced fight.
Yes. So you want to make sure that you have on, you know, whatever weapons you're comfortable with killing things, because you're going to have these guys who are shooting fireballs at you who take a lot of hits, and then you're also going to have some of the little undying enemies that you have to use, you know, grenade launcher or bombs to blow them up.
Mm-hmm. And if you're going for more points right here, if you're going for more points, make sure that you try to get your relic power all the way up. You can see in that first part of the fight, my relic power was up and I was getting more points than I would normally get. So just try not to get hit, you know what I mean? And that's going to give you guys some more points. A lot of jewels in this area too. Just make sure you break all the urns and all that stuff and get everything you can before you move on. And then we got a little, not really a puzzle, but some more traversal right here.
Some more avoiding of the traps. This is like just a trap haven.
Yeah, man, the fire, I mean, it's a one-hit kill, so you got to be really careful that both of you don't hit it at the same time, because obviously you're done. And then whoever's collecting points, you got to make sure they don't hit it, because you don't want them to lose, what is it, like roughly 5,000 points or so they would
every
lose.
time you die.
Yeah, so you got a lot going on this level, especially now. I think when you see a speed run this level, you'll see it play out a whole lot differently, but when you're trying to go through here and puzzle solve and collect stuff, it's actually a whole lot tougher than it would be normally. And you can hang off these circular platforms right there to save your life. Like the fire won't be able to get you if you get in a pinch, but you're just trying to you know, keep shooting that target, rotate the fire around so you can get to the other side. Now I'm gonna let you explain this, because you tend to have to do more work here than I do. This is a crazy section right here.
Yeah, so in this section you're going to pick up a red skull and an ammo upgrade. And so, you know, you want to get across this fire that's sort of moving back and forth. And then you want to have Lara grappled down to this red skull down here, which is pretty simple. And then the difficult part is, once you pick up this skull right now, Totek is going to sort of walk over to the left, avoiding the fire, and you kind of have to throw a bomb down and blow it to hit that target down there so that the flames on the bottom go away. And so it's sort of really quickly that you have to do it. So you just be sort of aware of that, and then you can just swing over a little bit and pick up that ammo upgrade, and you're good to go.
Yep, and now you just got to get Totek down. Now you can jump off and die if you want to. That we've done that before, but you obviously don't want to do it now because you're going for the points. But if you were going for a speed run or something, you could possibly just jump down. You don't have to really worry about the ladder. Now here, you just want to use Totek's shield to basically just pave the way. Sometimes you can get lucky and pop a grenade, like a grenade launcher round off or something, and take those spikes out. But most of the time it's just safer, especially if you're going for points, just to let him go across with the shield. And then we're just going to go ahead and take out these dudes. Obviously use a RPG or something on that dude. Yeah, take his shield away. And then just clear out all these enemies. And then we're going to be getting a red skull and a rewards challenge here in just a second. So now all the enemies are dead. You can see that the skull is over there on the right hand side. So just pick that up, and then I'm gonna let you explain this this challenge, because you tend to do a lot more work here than I do.
Right. So I'm doing this because he's trying to not risk not dying.
Mm-hmm.
Not risk dying as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because he's going for his points. So you bomb the boulder across there, and then you're going to have one person sort of take it back through this fire, which is tricky to do.
Yeah.
So you want to bomb it, because trying to roll it is probably not going to be good for your health.
Yeah. You're not going to have enough time.
Then you've got to have one person sort of go back across the fire, which is tricky. So you want to try to get here, and if you roll through quick enough as it's changing positions, you can get through the fire and then just put it over in the health shrine.
That's going to take care of your rewards challenge. Now, what we're going to show you up here is actually a glitch that we experienced where we were trying to go through this column section, and I don't know what happened. Do you remember? Like I know I died, and
Suddenly I just wasn't on the level anymore.
Yeah, and so we just do a little crossfade right here, but we'll show you. We wanted to show you this glitch in case it happens to you. You'll see it here. Like we're moving along, and then I think I die there, and then that's just it. Like she's still
I'm
alive,
still alive.
but she can't
Not on
move.
the
Like,
level.
yeah, she's not there at all. So now we're gonna show you kind of what you have to do here. We're basically at this point we're just trying to make it to the staircase in the top left corner because that's the challenge room, and we're gonna be picking up the war drum. So what we normally do is just let one person go across just because it's a bit easier.
You can see more of the level that way.
And then just roll through the door to clear the map. And I'll let you explain this because, again, you do more work here than I do.
So you just want to rotate this around until it is facing the walkways are facing the left and the bottom. And so it's going to get it right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to go over to the left, plant a bomb on the target, and come down and pull these switches because this is timed and it's very close.
Yeah.
The timing. So when you pull those out, you want to have one person run, sort of blow the bomb as you're jumping onto that platform,
Mm-hmm.
and then really quickly roll into that. And you saw how close that was.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to really be sort of moving and time it just right to be able to get that artifact.
And then you just leave this room, you're good to go. Now we're going to be looking for Red Skull number 7 as well as our next health upgrade. So I'm just going to plow through here. Now, this gets really tricky. Again, make sure that you at least have one person living. And remember, you can hang off the side of the ledges if you need to. I'm going to show you here where the Red Skull 7 is. And you've got that target trap in the center that you can see right there. I got in a bind. And I just hit that little target. I don't want to call it a trap, but it's like a target. I don't know, just a target, I guess. Target switch. Yeah, there you go. Hit that guy, and then mosey over to the right-hand side there. Pick up your health upgrade, and then now it's just a matter of making it back through. Again, got in a pinch, hit that, and actually this, like I said earlier, you can. I don't know what happened to you right there. Yeah, this game is so weird.
Like I said, it's a little bit laggy, and sometimes the fire is in a different spot. So
let's talk about this reward challenge, because you have to basically shoot 3 skeletons or kill 3 skeletons while they're standing on that scorpion's crest. So let's explain to them kind of what our method is here.
So what we like to do, again, one person is trying to get most of the points here, so it's a little bit tricky because I'm trying to not do anything and also not die 1,000 deaths. So
yeah.
You want to try to kill these red guys that are shooting the fireballs. You want to try to clear all of them out so that you only have the little undying skeletons left. And then after you only have the little undying skeletons left, you want to plant bombs on the scorpion crest. And you don't have to clear out the red guys, but it's just less confusing that way. There are a lot of enemies on the screen. You're going to be getting hit a lot. And so by clearing them out first, you're sort of allowing yourself to sort of stay up in this area, not get hit too much, and, plant your bombs to kill the undying guys while they're on this crest.
Mm-hmm. And let's also talk a little bit about the fact, you guys can see that we're using... You know how you can equip artifacts and relics to make your bomb radius a whole lot bigger? We actually thought about doing that, thinking, oh, well, that's going to make it easier for us to get bomb kills. But then when we got to thinking about it, we were like, well, if the bomb radius is too big, then we might actually end up bombing some of them when they're off the crest. So having that smaller target radius right there helps us, ensure that we're actually, hitting them while they're on that scorpion's crest. And it just allows us to, hone in on our targets a little bit better, if you will. And once you get all 3, you just beast through the rest of this. There's going to be 2 of the big shield guys. Just go ahead and use your grenade launcher to take out their shield, and then clear your last 3 red guys, your red enemies, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and you'll see that he got his points challenge in that room, and I was able to start helping there toward the end.
And I guess now we're on to Red Skull number 8 and 9. I guess the best way to tell you guys to do this is try to have one person go on one side of this area and the other one go on the other, because the skulls are on both sides, and that way you can kind of get this in one take. Obviously, if you mess up in your game, you can just start over, but we're trying to film, so it was all about getting them both in one try. And so there you go.
Yeah, there was one up top and one down on the bottom.
And then I guess now we just got one last red skull. It's not too hard to miss. It's over there in the top. Make sure you grab that on your way out. And then now it's just about going up the steps and finishing out the level.
Out of this level.
Yeah, forever. Well, nope. We're coming back for the speed run.
Until the speed run.
Yep. So that's it, guys. You got all your points. Everything's done except for the speed run. Obviously, that's going to be coming up later on in the series. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Be good.